They called him man of God. The villagers trusted him. But behind his holy robes, he was hiding something far darker. In the heart of Ayegbami village stood a man whose prayers moved mountains, or so everyone believed. Pastor Gideon was more than a spiritual leader, he was a God in human flesh to the people. But only he knew the truth. Inside the pastor's office, that night, Gideon locks the door, opens his Bible, but hidden inside is not scripture, it's a ledger full of names and coded numbers. Pastor Gideon, to himself. Fools. They bring tithe, I take it in the name of the Lord, but it's only my name that matters. His miracles. Staged. His visions. But his power. Nothing but manipulation wrapped in holy verses. Mama Rose, an old prayerful widow, kneels beside a candle, praying, in her heart that night. Father, if he is not from you, expose him. Let your light reveal the darkness. The truth was beginning to stir. And the first person to notice was the one no one listened to. At the village square, the following day, a young girl, Edeora, runs to her mother. Mama, I saw Pastor Gideon last night. He wasn't praying, oh. He was with some strange men behind the shrine. Her mother, hushing her. Shoo. Don't speak such nonsense. He is the anointed one. Do you want to be cursed? The village refused to believe anything bad about him. After all, he healed the chief's son, or so they thought. At the chief's compound, Gideon whispers to a young man beforehand. Pretend to be sick. When I pray, fall and rise. You'll get your share after service. Mama Rose returns to the church at night. Mama Rose tiptoes, hides in the bush, and watches as Pastor Gideon enters the church with a suspicious black bag. That night, Mama Rose followed him. What she saw froze her bones. Inside the church, Gideon opens the altar. There's no holy oil. No scriptures. Just candles, animal bones, and red cloth with symbols. Mama Rose whispers. Blood covenant. Yesu. Later that night in her room, she writes a letter hurriedly, hands trembling. If anything happens to me, give this to the elders. The truth must come out. But before dawn, someone had already discovered what she knew. Early morning villagers gather around. They are shouting, screaming. Mama Rose is gone. Her room is empty. And the floor, full of blood. He has always been a fake pastor. But now, his secret is no longer safe. And someone is willing to kill to keep it hidden. The village of Ayegbami had always believed in miracles. But now, they were face to face with a nightmare in holy garments. And one person dared to dig deeper. The following morning, Obinna, a 22-year-old university student, home for the holidays. Tall, intelligent, with a quiet strength in his eyes. He overhears villagers talking about Mama Rose's disappearance. They said she just vanished, no trace, except blood on the floor. And guess what? Pastor Gideon cancelled service today. He said the spirit told him to rest. Obinna, to himself. That's the same Mama Rose who warned everyone about him. Obinna wasn't like the others. He asked questions, and he didn't fear the answers. At Mama Rose's abandoned hut, later that day, Obinna sneaks in. He searches the room, careful not to alert anyone. He finds a note tucked under the prayer mat. It reads, "If you're reading this, it means he knows I found out. He is not of God. Check the altar. There are things buried beneath." Obinna, eyes widen. What are you hiding, Pastor Gideon? Obinna visits his grandmother that evening. He confides in his grandmother, Mama F., a respected herbalist and spiritual woman. Mama, I think something evil is happening in the church. I knew it. That man's eyes, they don't blink when he prays. I've seen that before. That is not the Spirit of God, it is something else. Mama F replied. Help me. I need to get into that church. Obinna said. Outside the church at night. Obinna and Mama F perform a silent protection ritual before he sneaks into the church compound. He breaks in through the back window. The place is dark and silent. But something doesn't feel right. He walks toward the altar and begins to dig underneath with a small garden hoe he brought. What he found changed everything. Obinna pulls out a bundle wrapped in red cloth. He opens it slowly, revealing several fetish items. A list of villagers' names, many already dead. And at the bottom, photographs. Including one of Mama Rose, her eyes crossed out with black ink. Obinna, trembling. This man is using the church to trap souls. Early morning, Obinna runs to the elders. He meets with the council of elders, showing them the items and Mama Rose's letter. Chief Elder. These are serious accusations, Obinna. If this is true, we have a demon wearing a cassock. Then we must stop him before anyone else disappears, Obinna said. But even as they plotted, Pastor Gideon already knew what Obinna had done. That night, Gideon kneels before his black altar, eyes rolled back, chanting in a strange tongue. A raven lands on his window, watching. Pastor Gideon, growling. He touched what does not belong to him. He will not live to see the truth revealed. Same night. Obinna is asleep. Suddenly, he wakes with a start, choking, gasping, struggling to breathe as invisible hands seem to grab his neck. His grandmother rushes in and sprinkles something over him, shouting incantations. The room shakes violently before it stops. Mama Efi, shouting. He knows you've seen it. He's coming for you, Obinna. At the village square, next morning. Word spreads. The villagers are divided, some want to protect the pastor. Others are beginning to believe Obinna. Then suddenly, a new voice cries out from the crowd. I know the truth about Pastor Gideon. I escaped his ritual, but I carry the mark. All heads turn. A young man with a branded arm steps forward, trembling. Obinna, in shock. You were declared dead 2 years ago. Now the dead are returning. And Pastor Gideon's secrets are falling apart. But who will survive his wrath? To be continued. If this story moved you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a powerful African story that exposes truth and awakens the spirit. Drop a comment below. Have you ever seen signs like this in real life? Do you think some men of God today are hiding behind dark powers? Share your thoughts, your voice matters. And watch out for part 2. Share this with your family and friends. Let's open eyes together and protect our communities.